The weather this time of year in the South, perfect. Fall football weather. And we've got the roof wide open here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the heart of Georgia. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Atlanta Falcons. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone, so this ball will come out to the 30 now. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go. Ready.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards on the gain. A great start for this offense.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge.
Roll, 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 go!
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. The Falcons at 4-3, a game over 500. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Let's go.
They'll keep it on the ground. Bowler. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, and a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of 1st downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got the lead guy running it pretty well, too.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
1 yard.
Yeah, look at this defense for the Vikings. And they've shown the ability to play tough against the pass, currently ranked number 9 in the NFL.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got him there complete. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 26. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want to throw body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping in one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
60 Bison. Ready, ready.
They'll run on 1st down. Bowler. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. This defense for the Vikings, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
Come on, come on.
Here's 2nd and 8. That's complete out left to Ayuk. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Brandon Ayuk, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point splits the uprights. And it's now a 7-0 game. Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Looking to put a drive together. Here's Nix. A little short pass here taken in by LaPointe. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Off the play fake. Nix. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That's good for 28 yards.
That's another Vikings first down. First down.
They'll run for the first time with Travis Etienne. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's second and 11.
Brings up second and 11 at the Falcons' 26-yard line.
Throwing Nix. He'll get it inside the 20. And finally taken down at the 15. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. It's safe to say the passing game has found a rhythm. He's now 4 of 4, but might need to be 5 of 5 to keep this drive going here as they face a third down.
And maybe perhaps you show a running play, right? Maybe a little play action here to go ahead and let him throw the ball downfield. I wouldn't get away from him flinging it because 4 for 4 already. I think he's got a good chance of picking this one up here on third down.
First down, Vikings.
There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. And they'll go again with Etienne. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Maybe he hits him in stride. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag. Because when you do, you can just put the ball on him and then let him run.
He's got some space. Ninth play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. They'll run with Etienne. Just a yard, but that's all they needed. And by the slimmest of margins, it'll be 1st and goal. A stop there on 3rd. They could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on 1st and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there, and I'd go right at him with another momentum play. I'd go quickly and attack them because right now they probably have their heads down a little bit since they didn't stop him on third down.
And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
At the 7-yard line.
Nix to the air. He'll drop this one off with Etienne. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
3rd and goal.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. They'll try and throw. Here's Nix. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Sam Laporta, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Vikings are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
The kick
The
is
point
good.
after, good by Groupie. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent offer a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 50 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw that on that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he's supposed to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Okay, a really nice gain there.
At the Vikings' 37-yard line.
Got it. Ready?
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
Go. Ready.
Off the play fake. Oglesby. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. 36 yards on the play.
First down. 1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
Go.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he gets in. Touchdown Atlanta. A great play there with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Falcons have taken the lead.
Makes the score.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. Open man, that's Felton. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
A gain of
A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Vikings first down.
I tell you what, when you're down on the scoreboard, you've got to look to your stars, and that's what they do here to start the drive. I wouldn't be surprised if they looked his way a few more times in short order. That one, well designed, and it's a quick first down.
To throw, here's Nix. Still going inside the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson, 45 yards. And the Vikings are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Groupie able to add the PAT. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30.
On the set.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And the last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. A throw left side for Pearson is complete. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Cougar 19.
From the gun on 3rd down. Oglesby. He is caught. And he's going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
On 1st down, Bullard. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 62 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
How many times do we say in this game is speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways. In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. And that led to a really nice game.
Right back to him on 1st down. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
From the 38 now, here comes 2nd and 8.
Let's go.
Back to throw. Oglesby. He connects with Hyatt. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it's going to bring up 3rd and 2.
That's a gain of 6.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam going.
And he's going to have a Falcons first down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of a football.
A lot depended on the spot there, and he got it. But it wasn't by much, was it? I remember Coach Madden talking about, depending on which foot the official used, that would tell you whether you got the first down or not. You want that upfield foot to be the one that spots the ball, don't you?
And you and I have the luxury of a couple extra views here in the booth, and he did get it, but not by much.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Ready, go.
Now a give, right side. Bullard. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Oglesby. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Ready, Cowboy 80. Chapel.
They'll try the left side. Bullard. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Oglesby. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Falcons have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14.
Vikings 14.
Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to locker room just a little more animated.
7 yards there and a 1st down.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
Off the play fake, here's Nix. They're going for Jefferson downfield. And this one is incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw is Nix. And he's got his man in stride, complete. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. So 3rd down, and the Falcons going with a dime. 6 defensive backs. Now it's Nix. Bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, they had that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
On 4th down, Ryan Stonehouse on to punt. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the 1st half.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout.
It's now 2nd and
so
19
as they talk it over, we step aside.
Line.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Looking to throw. Oglesby. And pressure coming, and they got it once again. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts.
It's now 3rd down.
So as they talk it over, we step aside. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. He's going to let this one go deep. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Andrew McCullough. And the Vikings are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
The final shot before break. Nix. That's down the field for Jefferson. And his throw is incomplete. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
At their own 31-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about it.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Travis Etienne with career touchdown number 94. He ties both Jerome Bettis and Priest Holmes on the all-time list. And the Vikings come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. A point after, goodbye groupie. And we are tied at 21. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42. Great return.
In a tie game, both sides are looking for something to give them an advantage. It often falls back on special teams, and that return, that could be the spark to untie the game.
Ready,
the Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand new ball game, all tied here in the third as they have their first possession of this second half.
And Brandon, this drive is all about one word to me, and that's the word answer, because they're trying to answer the momentum the other offense picked up in tying the game, because not only if they score and they feel better about themselves, they'll retake the lead and maybe set the tone for the rest of the half, keeping them in the driver's seat.
Quickly here, and that's complete. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
Behind the line of scrimmage.
On the ready.
Back to throw. Oglesby. That's into the hands of Pearson on the right side. And he's going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Oh, they had a good chance to get off the field defensively there. If they could just wrap up, it's going to be a 4th down. But instead, they can't get him on the deck, and he allows them to pick up the first down.
They'll run on first down. Bullard. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gain 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Off the bootleg. Oglesby. From the right side here, complete. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. So they got the deal done, and now he can just focus on football. He's got that behind him. Family not going anywhere, staying put. He can focus on football.
And I like how you mentioned the family, because that's a huge part of it, because everyone needs to be happy and comfortable. And, you know, while this process was going on, he might be wondering, especially within his own corner, are we going to have to move? Are we going to have to change things. Not anymore. They get to stay where they're comfortable and familiar.
From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to throw. Oglesby will get this into the hands of Ayuk. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 14. It's a gain of 14 down to the 14.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Ready.
Off play action. Oglesby. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
Ready up.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Get it. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles. Go.
Up the middle they go. Bullard. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, snapped at the 11. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion and a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
That's over the middle and caught by Ayuk. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the 1st down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
They have stopped him in his tracks.
Come on, come on. Set. Get up.
Here we go on 4th down. And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the 1st down. And this 11-play drive is going to lead to nothing on the scoreboard. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last time that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
3rd quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. Etienne up the middle. And he's up past the 10 to about the 20. 83 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry. And they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on 3rd. Operating from the gun. Nix. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
And some space here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 18 there and give the Vikings a 1st down.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
They'll go play action with Nix. This one brought in by Jefferson. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 23 yards on the play. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from, working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
And a really good show of force there as he gets through for 4 tough yards.
4 yards on the pickup.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now a 2nd and 6.
Oh, my son! Ready!
That's to the tight end, Laporta. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
And if you're thinking field goal from here, it's 48 yards. I think they'd like to get him a little help now on 3rd down and move it closer. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
So he waited on the sideline for his first chance in the ball game, and it didn't come until the 4th quarter, but he connects there. A big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready when you go out there and all that beef is coming at you trying to block the kick. Big spot, and he delivers.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. Halted in his tracks by Keanu Benton.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Go! Ready?
Here's a 2nd and 7. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 26.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
On the jump!
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Back to throw. The Vikings after it, and they get there for the sack. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. This will be fielded at the 17. That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. McKinnon here, it's complete. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds.
Out of bounds at the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Oh, my son! Ready?
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone. The Falcon extra point attempt to follow here.
The kicker on for the extra point.
And that will make this a 4-point game.
Makes the score Falcons 28, Vikings.
So they throw the
24.
pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they have to try and move past that pick six because now they're dealing with a fourth-quarter deficit. And they need this drive to end in points. Nick's going to keep this himself. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
And next time, Brandon, I think you might want to consider running it because those defensive backs, they were plastered to the receivers, and they weren't letting up as that play went on.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
With all the success they've had throwing the football as a pass rusher, you know you've got to come hard when you see him drop back to throw. So I really like this call to counteract that pass rush with a screen. It turns into positive yardage. A lot of times the offense says, just replace the rusher with the ball, and it turns into a good play.
And he'll be forced out of bounds all the way down inside the 20. 130 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
First down. First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
On first down, Gentry. He's able to push his way forward somehow for a gain of about 2 yards. Second down now.
2 yards.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
Second and 8.
A give, it's ETN off the option. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings.
Touchdown.
Travis Etienne with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Vikings have taken a 4th-quarter lead. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come.
The Vikings will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Captain.
They'll try and throw for it. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th-quarter lead.
Falcons 28.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings move it away. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down.
It may be only a gain of 3 yards, but that back, he deserves a lot more credit on the play. That could have easily been stopped at the line, but his vision and his determination found some space to turn it into that modest gain.
Ready?
Off the play fake. Oglesby. That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk. And they get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Let's go.
They'll run on first down. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. 12 more yards there and another first down.
10 at the 23-yard line.
Ready?
Off the bootleg. Oglesby. Well, took a real chance with that one, but it's incomplete.
They have their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Ready?
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Set.
Now a handoff up the middle. Bullard. And able to work his way down to the 16.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on 1st down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Ready?
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And the defense coming through on 3rd down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4th.
Come on. Set.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. That's going to be caught. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown Atlanta. Brandon Ayuk, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Falcons answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. Makes the score. Extra point splits the uprights. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages as a field goal now can only tie it. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
At their own 19-yard line.
This is 1st and 10. Back to throw. Completes this to Jefferson. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd.
They'll look to
and
throw.
4 at the 25-yard line.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Incomplete.
Couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You're having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
Nick's going to keep this himself, and he wisely will throw that one away.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Here we go. This is 4th down. They're going. It's Nix. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. They got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. 2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming.
Cougar 19. Ready?
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
Ready?
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down.
18 Cardinal. Ready?
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Falcons first down. And it would appear that that's going to be the one to do it.
First down.
Viking
First and
18.
10 at the 14-yard line.
The Falcons in victory formation as they take a knee. What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location, location, location. So being at home, that can be a big deal because remember, they were down to their final chance to retake the lead. That home field advantage, I think it helped fuel all of what happened for them down the stretch. A huge win.
So for the Falcons, they improved to 5-3 as they approach the halfway point of this 17-game schedule. And they will hit the road next week to take on the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, they'll fall to 5-3 with a loss. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.